Hello again, boys and girls. This is another wee video today looking at our lesson that I have lined up for literacy today. I'm just going to read through the PowerPoint to give you a little bit of an insight into the key teaching points. So just giving you a little chance for us to work through the key points of our lesson today. And today we are looking at a brand new, well, we should know it by now, but a brand new thing that I'm teaching you, which is a type of punctuation. A type of punctuation, that's a terrible sentence to use. It was a piece of punctuation that we use at the end of our sentence. And it's very specific types of sentences we use this piece of punctuation. We will use this piece of punctuation if we have a question, making it a question mark. So we're looking at question marks today. It's a very long way of me saying that short sentence. So starting off, what is a question? Well, I've got a little helper here who's telling me that a question is something you ask someone when you want to find something out. For example, how old are you? You ask a question when you want to get a bit of information from someone. So, before we move into our question mark, I think I may, have I told you already? I don't know, boys and girls. It's late on at night and my brain is a bit fried. I think I've said already where in a sentence you find a question mark. But if I haven't, I'll give you 2 seconds to have a wee think for yourself. 1, 2, and your time's up. So our question mark will go where? It will go at the end of a question. So this question here, where do you live? Our question mark is at the end of that sentence, and this person obviously lives in a lovely little blue house. Important to note, we probably know this already, but it's good to go over it again. You do not need a full stop and a question mark at the end of a question. You just need your question mark. And that's the same for any sentence. You only need one piece of punctuation at the end of it. So it could be a question mark, it could be a full stop, or it could be something we'll look at later on this year, an exclamation mark. But today, it's just the question marks we're looking at, and you only need one or the other, a question mark or a full stop. So we're learning to recognise question words, likes of who, what, where, when, and why. We're learning to ask our own questions, and importantly, we're learning to use question marks at the end of questions in our writing. Here are some more examples of some questions. We could ask someone, when are you going on holiday this year? If you want to find out when it is they're going on holiday. We could ask someone what is their favourite colour, when, who would have thought it, you want to know about their favourite colour. And lastly, you could ask someone, why is your favourite subject in art? And usually, if I was asking questions, my favourite questioning word is why, because you get a bit more information. If you ask someone, what is your favourite colour? They could answer blue, red, pink. That's fine. But if you ask someone, why is your favourite colour pink? Or why is your favourite colour purple? It means they have to think about their answer, and you get some better, interesting information from them, I think. So that's why is my favourite little word. So let's try your own questions here. Have a look at the pictures on the next 3 slides and have a think about what on earth is going on and what questions you would want to find out about these pictures. Our first one. This little picture here. Yeah, we can see it okay. This is a very strange picture. I want you to write a list of all the questions that this picture makes you think of. So I'll just talk it through obviously, but I might ask, for example, what are these men drilling into? And how small are these people? I could ask, who is it that makes these tiny, tiny, tiny little workman hats for these little people who are in charge of drilling into peanuts? Interesting job. Don't forget to use your question marks, very important. When you write your questions down, remember your question marks. That's the whole idea of today. So that's our first picture. Second one, we've got this one here. We could be asking about the tree. Well, I won't give it away. I've got a few in my head. I won't give it away. That's your job. And lastly, my favourite here. What on earth is going on there? A few questions I'd want to ask the people that were in charge of this transport. So, for all three of those pictures, write a list of your questions. It doesn't have to be a huge list. It can be a couple of questions. I want maybe at least, oh, I've got another email. I want at least, let's go for 3 questions, I think is fair enough. 3 questions for each picture. Again, don't forget to use your question marks. And that leads us nicely on, wee short video today, to our main task or tasks for today. Now I'm going to talk you through this nice and slowly. I want you to complete pages of your home learning pack. Now, as if by magic, I have a home learning pack here. I want you to complete pages 27 and 28. Now, you can choose to do both if you want, or just one. I don't mind if you just do the one. I want at least one from you, but you can do the 2 if you want. I would recommend that you do both because this will help you, spoilers here, for your literacy work tomorrow, which is going to be about writing out questions. So this is the first page here. Oh my goodness, no chance. No chance I'm going to get it in that camera frame. This is our first page here. Okay. And this is our second page here. So, sure there was an easier way of doing it, but they're roughly pages 27 and 28 of your booklet. So you're just flicking through until you find them. You can do one or both. If you finish early, what I want you to do is I will send out these login details for my primary 3s who don't have them yet. But when you've finished, I want you to log onto your reading account, which is where you access your reading books, and start, if you haven't done it before, or for my primary 2s and a couple of primary 3s, carry on reading your school book. So I'll talk you through it in the email that I send out, and I'll put it a wee, I'll start a wee assignment with all your details because that helped the primary 2s, and you can go on, have a look at your book and have a wee read through, and like I did in school, we'll post a new book every week. I'm not going to do it on a Monday because I think Monday's already quite a busy day. I think in future I'll do the books on a Tuesday. Just today we'll do it on Wednesday, I thought, because on Wednesday I've got my little drop-in session this afternoon, so if anyone's having problems with the login, I can give them a wee help with that in the drop-in session. But I think for future weeks we'll do that on a Tuesday. And that's the end of our PowerPoint. So, nice short one today. Hopefully that should be you, no problems with literacy tasks, but today we're lucky because we do have a drop-in session at the end of the day. And remembering, if you've got any questions, you can always post them on our Teams chat. I'll be there. Take care, boys and girls. I'm sounding like a YouTuber signing off here. See you later.